Well, 1964 was pretty raw. In other words, it was a great attempt by a man to bring air racing back into this country, closed course air racing for all classes, which had not been in existence since Cleveland of 1949. And in order to do that, the only place you could have it was a Sky Ranch, where he owned an airport there. It was basically a dirt strip, and they graded it and made it longer and improved it to the extent that they could use it for air racing. But it was really rough, and everything was done. He made a magnificent effort to get it done here in Reno, and all the credit goes to him to start air racing again here.
All right, I am here with one of our photographers, Aaron King. Aaron, you've been here for how many years now?
Well, started in 1964 when the races originated here, and actually I've been involved in air racing since 1947 at the Cleveland National Air Races. But here, started in 1964 at the Sky Ranch that Bill Stead when he started the races here.
Great. Can you tell me about some of the access that you had as far as being a photographer out there? What kind of places could you go taking pictures?
Well, it's very similar here. As I say, it was raw. It was rough, and basically, I was an official out there more than I was a photographer. Although I'd been doing photography since 1947, when I was 16 years old. In 1964 here, at the time, I was the executive secretary of the Professional Race Pilots Association, and the PRPA, all race pilots in those days belonged to that, and had to agree to come to races and so forth. So my job in the 64 Reno races was mainly kind of coordinating between the pilots and the Reno officials and the FAA and all of that, and my photography was kind of secondary. But the general public, the general photographers, the press photographers, had access similar to the way they had here. They're set up by the Federal Aviation Administration where they could be and where they couldn't be. It's one of the few places that you actually can have the photographers on the pylons, inside the pylons, where they can get very good photographs, and whether it's motion picture, whether it's video, whether it's stills of the planes right on the pylons, you know. And in those days, the field more or less had to be clear, and you didn't do as much of that.
Great. Now, do you have a favorite place, and has it changed over the years to shoot?
Well, to shoot, I think everybody would say that highlight, because of the uniqueness of the fact of shooting the pylons here, shooting under the pylons here, being on inside of the pylons and having close access to the airplanes as they go around the pylons.
So that's your favorite spot?
That's probably a favorite spot. The racehorse starts that the smaller racers take. In other words, take off together on the runways. That can be some interesting shots. And so therefore that's an area that some people like to utilize.
Great. So I hear that you still use 35mm film and also some digital. Is there some advantage to that?
Well, the advantage is that I've been doing it for all these years, and my total collection and total library is 35mm, till recent years, has been 35mm color slides, and operate out of that. So I still do a certain amount of that. I feel the quality there is very excellent. Of course, digital you can't beat, but like anything new, it changes a lot. And I'm old, and I like the older stuff, but I also like the digital.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Aaron. Right. And happy 50th out here, your 50th air race, and we're looking forward to 50 more.
Appreciate it. Good to talk to you.
Thank you.